A statement released by the U.S. Embassy said that the U.S. Vice President had earlier arrived in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt, where he met Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak. The two leaders discussed a range of bilateral and regional issues. A meeting scheduled for March this year between Biden and Mubarak had to be cancelled after the Egyptian leader was hospitalized. In Kenya, he will meet President Mwai Kibaki and Prime Minister Raila Odinga tomorrow. According to a statement by the Presidential Press Service, the meeting between President Kibaki and Biden will take place in the morning at State House and not Harambee House as earlier reported. After the meeting, the two leaders will address the media at State House. Top on the agenda of the talks between the visiting U.S. dignitary and Kenyan leaders will be the shared interests in peace and stability between the superpower nation and Kenya. Biden is expected to revisit recent developments in Sudan and Somalia. Sudan has just concluded its multi-party elections, which were boycotted by sections of the country's opposition. South Sudan is also approaching a crucial referendum in January next year, where its population will decide whether the region breaks away from the rest of Sudan. However, it is Somalia that is expected to dominate part of the talks. The war-ravaged Horn of Africa nation's weak government has been battling an insurgency by Islamist militias, including the Al-Shabaab movement. Kenya has a long, porous border with Somalia that has stretched the country's security agencies. Kenya wants the United States and major European powers to play a more vibrant and active role in seeking peace and stability for Somalia. African Union troops have succeeded in protecting the government of President Sheikh Sharif Sheikh Ahmed, but have little success in consolidating the power of the Somali administration beyond sections of the capital. The U.S. Vice President is also expected to stress the U.S. position that reforms be enacted in Kenya, and he will be particularly keen to voice the U.S. support for a democratic constitution-making process. Among the highlights of Biden's visit to Kenya will be a public speech at the Kenyatta International Conference Center and a courtesy call on Parliamentary Speaker Kenneth Marende.